Hello! Welcome back to another video on my channel. And today, as you can clearly see, by my hair and my nails, which are fucking incredible, that we are in a new era. Yes, we are in a new era. I got my extensions like I said I would. And look at them, they look so natural, they look so magnificent, they feel so nice. They are literally attached to my scalp with every little hair strand, yeah. It's a part of who I am now, okay? Don't mind the smoke, I put some sage on, I lit some sage, I should say. And yeah, today I actually wanted to talk about a very, specific topic, I guess. Today, this is Saturday, okay? Today's Saturday. It's the fucking 7th of August. No, 7th of, what? 7th of October, right? Of August? What? It's 7th of October, right? And I honestly don't know if it's this week that Venus comes out of shadow, or is it next week? Yeah, actually, let me check that, just in case, As of September 3rd, the Venus retrograde that defined summer will be a thing of the past for now. The post-shadow period will last until October 7th, so it's literally today, and may continue some of the themes from the retrograde itself. Now, if you don't know this is actually a very interesting thing that happens astrologically this week, that not only does Venus come out of shadow in the sign of Leo, which is beautiful and charming and creative and open. Sorry. And it literally instantly after doing that, right? Which again, Venus was in shadow. This is not what the video is about, but Venus was in shadow literally the whole summer. Since May, it was in shadow in the sign of Leo. It was a long period, so it's a huge change, especially I'm not really ruled by Venus actually, but I am very connected to the goddess Venus, to the deity, and I do most of my works including her in them, most of my rituals and everything in my spiritual life, and she is a very big anchor in my whole spirituality and spiritual look on life, and my perception, definitely, and if I'm not mistaken, my Venus is also in Pisces, which is interesting. But what is happening is that when it comes out of shadow, it immediately goes into fall in Virgo, because Venus doesn't do very well in the sign of Virgo, because Virgo is too earthy, less dreamy, less open, less creative. It's more bossy. It's more bossy and demanding and did you see? I left this strand out of those braids, so I'm just gonna loop this shit around this. Yeah, I'm gonna just loop this shit around. That's so cute actually. But anyway, yeah, so it's just a mess overall, especially if you are somebody who is sensitive to the energies of Venus like I am. I don't know if astrologically it makes sense for me to be this sensitive to her, but I am, and I'm kind of go all over the place with this happening. So let me just get into the theme of the video and why I started this rant with an astrology recap. It's because this is Saturday, right? Today I woke up this morning, 9, without no alarm, nothing, right? I was on the top of my game, I had a deep rest, and I just woke up feeling energized, feeling like I'm gonna fucking eat up the whole world, And then I get a message, and not one, sorry, I get a line of messages in the group chat of me and my friends, and they just send videos of what is happening this morning in our country as of me waking up, right? It's that moment. 9 in the morning, right? 9 a.m. in the morning. And it's literally a war starting in my country. I'm not even joking. The videos I saw were, and this is real 100%, okay? Of like literally a van, right? No, wasn't one, wasn't two, wasn't 10. I'm guessing way more than that, yeah. But that's what I just saw. But there's perhaps so many more that like I don't even want to know, right? It was a van with like an open like back. You know how there's like a truck on the back, but it's like open, so you can just like put things in it, like a tender, you know, and like you know what's in it? Armed terrorists with AK-47. No, M6. Yeah, I think it's MC. It doesn't really matter, really. It doesn't really matter, but it actually does matter, because if it is M16, like it's kind of ironic because we made it, like we created it, we invented that weapon, so it's like we're gonna get killed, with genocide, by our own creation, which is kind of like karma has her own ways, you know? Like, perhaps that actually does make sense. Irony, but it makes sense. But anyway, like, yeah, they were just, like, shooting random people, and, like, some people could fucking have the balls to just film it from their windows, even though people were getting shot through their windows as well, like, everywhere. People were just, like, fucking... They were all like with masks and black clothing and those fucking M16s, right? Just driving, parking, getting out of the fucking truck and start shooting, blasting everybody. In my country, right now. My country is not big, right? My country is, you can like drive through the whole country in one day. Yeah, like 24 hours, you can drive through the whole country because it's very small. And I live in, well, I'll get to that later, okay? Where I actually live. If you don't know already by now, and you're new to this channel, then I want you to listen to what I have to say first, and then tell you where I live, so you would actually like understand the capacity of the situation, right? Because, well, okay, and like thousands of soldiers got kidnapped and murdered and shot and whatever. Like, this is a war. This is not like an attack anymore. These are just, it's not like a few rockets. No, it's like three, like crazy numbers of rockets, right? Something not like abnormal, even though it's ridiculous for me to say that having rockets thrown at us is normal, but this is really abnormal. Like, that is terror attack world, like nationwide, and that is devastating and like horrifying, really. Like, just people fucking like people, if you can really call them that, yeah, like those fucking monsters, right? But those fucking members of the terrorist organization, right? They were just fucking breaking into people's buildings, waiting in their lobbies. There's film of everything like that, because we are all the whole day. Today this happened. Today we lost so many lives. We, like, I don't even know, bro, where to begin with this, but like, imagine you see in the security camera of the building an armed terrorist standing in your building lobby, waiting to fucking cross you, waiting that you come down the stairs, right? So they can fucking shoot your ass. Like, isn't that fucking scary as fuck? Like, imagine families having kids, and those kids have to like live with the fact that like they know somebody's gonna shoot them. They see people with like automatic weapons blasting everybody, hearing in the news everybody's going to fucking die, and also like because rockets were thrown at us, there were alarms going off the whole day in half of the country. Like, I am very grateful, of course, and I'm also very lucky to be living exactly where I live, because the place I live in is perhaps kind of safe. Like, it's not as not safe as the rest of the country. It doesn't say that we are safe. I'm just saying, I mean, I hope we are. Please God, I love you. I thank you for like everything that has happened so far, like that nothing has happened, I mean, here. We didn't lose any lives here, but like still, like in my city specifically, but like this is like insane, you know? Like, it's insane because like things like that don't just happen, you know? You don't just like wake up some morning and you just see a bunch of people get out of a truck and start shooting everyone with automatic weapons, and do that in every single country, not every single town, not country, sorry. And also, what you know what the most horrifying thing is? They, first of all, oh my god, what they did also, the terrorists, they literally sneaked into like a forest party, like an acid forest party, and they fucking genocided. I don't know. I don't even want to search for a word for that right now. They fucking killed literally almost everyone, but if not everyone, then a lot of people who were just having like the best time of their lives. Just went to like an acid party in the forest to like hook up with nature, you know what I mean? Like to connect to their higher selves. And then like imagine you're mid-trip and then you see someone start shooting everyone, and then you realize it's real. Like, what the fuck? Like the people who did survive that shit, I am so sorry. Like, they're gonna have to go to therapy for like many years, like or like I don't even know, man. And the thing that was the most horrifying is that, well, they literally dressed as like soldiers from our army and just went like broke in to our army bases, our military bases. They literally snuck in successfully into our military bases, not one, not two, more than 3 bases, and they started fucking killing our soldiers, kidnapping them, taking them hostage. To know that all this happened today morning, right? And the numbers just keep going up, and you know at night I don't know, I don't want to know really what their plan is, you know. If in the morning that's what they did, so I don't want to know what they do at night. Like, the whole day my town was empty as shit. It was just like a ghost town. You would see just nobody because everybody's afraid to fucking leave home, you know what I mean? I went to my mom's and I was like a bit scared, you know, like I took a taxi. There's no way I'm fucking walking now in an open space like that. No way. You know what I mean? So, what I wanted to talk about, right, is why I'm annoyed by, like, but I'm annoyed by inconsistency. And well, if you know me, right? I am a Taoist. I believe in, like, how can I really explain that to you? I believe in infinity, in an infinite energy that always exists and always like renews itself all the time. And I believe everything happens for a reason. I believe everything has a meaning. And we sometimes, if we can't, I'm sorry, not sometimes, if we cannot change the outcome, no matter what we do, then like, why would we even think about it? Why would we even stress about it? Do you know what I mean? Why do we get stressed if we can't change something? And we, like, my friends, like I said in the group chat in the morning, they were just like panicking over what's happening. And well, I know that like they are the most like mentally stable people, because we're all like emo in some way, when you say emo, you gotta be emo from something, you know what I mean? So like they're not the most stable people, and I would say that I am one of the most stable people in that group. And I just like saw them like freaking out, and like we're getting hysteric, and they're like, oh my god, we're going to die, we're this, we're that, we're that. So I was just like trying to calm them down and trying to be like logical, and I was like, okay, chill out, like there's a fucking war every year, like every half a year, right? Oh, that's a great time to tell where I live in Israel. Hello. Everybody loves saying on the internet that Israelis are the bad guys, I guess, and we are the ones bombing them, and we're the ones kidnapping them. But show me those receipts, bro. Do you want to live here where I live? Do you want to? The most hilarious thing is like that America, first of all, right, killed the indigenous people, right, to take their land, right? They did that, and the most like people that I hear the anti-Israel opinion from is Americans. Don't you understand that what you're saying Israelis did or are doing is exactly what you guys did? I think you're projecting. I think you're projecting at this point. You know what I mean? And when they fucking had the Twin Towers fucking destroyed, they went after literally everyone. Literally 2 buildings were destroyed. And that's it. And well, it's not that undermined, because it was a big deal, but like, why do they can do whatever the fuck they want, but once another country does something to protect itself, or like does fucking something, I don't know, they find a way to fucking minimize that and criticize that and make, I'm not saying they made the most of the world hate us, because that's anti-Semitism, that's something else, but but I do think that they do have, like the Americans have a lot of influence, right, on like the Western governments. They do, because that's how it works. They must be, like, because yeah. Anyway, so that makes me upset when people say that we as Israelis are killers and whatever, and like when random people get fucking like crossed in the streets like that, which I don't think there is ever an instance where Israeli soldiers did that to random people, they just like took like trucks, went to Gaza and started like shooting everyone. No, we pay their electricity. We give them electricity to Gaza. Like, we give them weapons. That's why I think Israelis they don't make sense. They don't make sense. I'm sorry. Like, it's not that I'm like, oh, like Israel. I mean, I am, because this is where I live and this is like my people, but like, I'm not saying like they're the best, because if they were the best, we wouldn't be attacked right now, because we would have eliminated the threat who is attacking us every half a year. Literally every half a year, we are being attacked like this. Not like this. This is like one of the most like horrendous like instances. But yeah, it happens every few years, and the whole world just gonna stand there and watch and be like, maybe they did something to deserve it, you know? Yeah, of course, because you're not the one who is living it. You're not the one who has to fucking hide in the bunker literally every day because like there's alarms going because people are throwing fucking rockets at them, you know? You don't have that reality, neither do I. But I at least know it exists. You even think it doesn't exist. Like, bro, like that is like annoying. But anyway, I wanted to, because I'm a Taoist and I do believe in peace, like inner peace and Zen. So I was just like trying to like calm my friends down, and I was just like, relax, okay? Like, we're gonna be fine, it's gonna be okay, just relax. Like, don't flip your head about it, don't lose it. And you know, as you know me, I'm a very kind person, right? So I expect people to treat me with kindness and dignity. And as I said that, you know, they fucking started just like attacking the shit out of me. What? How can we relax? How can you fucking say something like this? People are dying, families are getting torn apart, like they're shooting people in the streets. They're I heard somebody screaming, so I was like, what? They're like this and this happening, and they keep like sending me things of what is happening, and I'm like, okay, but like it doesn't mean that we need to like lose our shit over this, you know? Like, if we die, we can't really control it if we die or not, right? We don't have really a choice to decide for ourselves that part, right? So like, why don't we just accept our situation and not like go into a panic attack over it? Like, not panic, you know? I didn't even say not go into a panic attack. It's just I just said not panic, you know, not go into hysteria. And they were just like fucking railing me for that. Like, how dare you say that? How dare you say you can be relaxed while this is happening, right? People are dying. This, right? They keep telling me this, right? And I'm saying, yeah, I know. I see everything that you guys see. Like, but I do think that it's the best to stay calm right now, because only if you're calm, you're in control of your thoughts, of your actions, of yourself. Like, and to be ready for a risk is to be in control, right? You have to be focused. And how can you be focused if you are hysteric? Like, it makes no sense for me, you know? Like, that's why I was calm down. I was just like, okay, it's gonna pass. If I'm gonna die, I can't prevent it, right? So why should I be anxious about, oh, will I die? Maybe. I can't do shit. If I will die, I will die. If I won't, thank God. Imagine that that somebody perhaps would die. Wouldn't they want to live their last minutes, so to say, fulfilled and not being anxious to live them and not think about what is going to happen? That's what I'm assuming, you know? That's, you know? And, like, if nothing happens, you've just tortured yourself for nothing, right? That's what I think. And they just started, like, really ridiculing me and undermining me. And it was just, like, such an experience of, like, there are no real friends. Like, I'm sorry that I just say it like this, but, like, that's how I started to feel. Like, there are no real friends. They just started, like, telling me, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? This is not normal, what you think. You're a sociopath. Like, this is not a normal way to think. You should be stressed. You should be hysteric. And the fact that you are not hysteric is not normal. And you shouldn't
not be hysteric? You know people are dying, you know families are dying. Oh, would you be hysteric if something happened to you or to your family? And then I would be like, yo, like, stop talking like that. I never said anything like this. Like, I just said you need to be, not even you need to be calm. I just said I am calm. And, like, what is your problem with me being calm? Does it bother you? Like, I don't understand. Like, is somebody else gonna die because I am, like, calm? Or, like, people are gonna be saved if I get into hysteria all of a sudden? No. Then, like, what is the point of me getting into hysteria? Like, and they thought that this sentence of me saying this just means that I'm not normal and my thought process is not normal. It's not okay, and I definitely like am not okay, and I'm a sociopath. And they made me like feel, they just like kept giving me reasons to start like panicking. And they said, if we said that, would you panic? If you knew how many soldiers were kidnapped, would you panic? And I was like, why are you trying to get me to panic? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is wrong with you? And there was like this one friend of mine that I know she is like extreme in all of her opinions, and I know she doesn't really give a shit, you know, if a human with emotion is standing in front of her, because if she has an opinion, she's gonna fucking say it. And it's not a bad thing always, but it was a bad thing when you fucking can't. It's not like shade what I'm saying. I'm just sharing my emotions because I feel like psychologically this fucked me up today. Like, not only did my whole country went into fucking paralysis mode and got fucking terror attacked, okay? And a war is starting on a Saturday. Like, what? You know? Not only that, but like, people who I thought were like the closest to me just fucking destroyed me with this. Because, well, I obviously know I'm a logical person who has common sense, right? I know that every emotion is valid because it's a human emotion. And even, well, maybe because I have different emotions than most people in society, and, or not, rather like different emotions, but I admit them rather than most people in society who don't admit them, and then wonder why other people have those emotions and they don't, and like they don't understand and shit like that. Like, I'm not afraid of looking into what tickles my brain or tickles my emotions, you know. I'm not afraid in digging into that. Like, as I'm saying that, I'm starting to like feel tears in the back of my eyes, not in my eyes, but in the back of my eyes. But, you know, like, I just I know, like, that I'm, well, I mean, what is normal, right? But humans are normal, I guess, if they function right. And I do believe I function right, you know. But when they said that to me, like the people who were supposed to be my closest friends, like, one of them was in a bunker when she said that, like, while we were having the conversation. But the one who was actually fighting with me wasn't. I don't know what the fuck, like, I don't know what the fuck, but anyway, the other friend, like, she was in a bunker when they fucking, like, you know, when we had this conversation. And, like, she was there with her little siblings because the fucking attackers were fucking throwing rockets at them, you know, so they have to fucking stay in that bunker. And that is horrifying, absolutely. And, like, you know, I don't really know how it feels, but it doesn't mean that I like am not connected to reality if I don't know how it feels, like, or if I, while this is happening, can stay calm. Like, I don't know, people just think that if you are not extremely enslaved by the outside conditions, then you are abnormal. How can you not be affected just like us in this moment? How can you not be hysteric just like us? Why are you different? Why do you react differently? You don't react normally, right? Because it's different than what we know. This is not normal. Then you must have something wrong with you. Then you must be a sociopath and have no feelings and have no emotions and don't understand your emotions, even though you were one of my most supportive friends ever, right? Like, all of a sudden, they just fucking villainized me because I can stay calm in that situation. Like, because I didn't get affected as much as they did by the hysteria, then there's something wrong with me and I'm a sociopath. And like, there is a time in my life where I really thought I was a sociopath. And if I would have been, I would have known by now. With all the psychiatrists and psychologists I went to, and therapy I did, and inner work I did, if I couldn't feel empathy, I would know it, I mean, I guess, well, if I couldn't feel empathy, I wouldn't know I do feel empathy, though. I did have, throughout my life, a problem with having empathy because nobody had empathy for me. But I'm sorry, this fucking shit, for 3 years now, I've been trying my best to be the most empathetic person ever and understand human emotions. This is why I'm super, fascinated about psychology, and always have been, right? Because, I could never really comprehend myself into the max, and that also created so many problems between me and other people, and me understanding other people. So, I started working on that, and as I got to understand myself more, I got to understand other people more, and in an easier way, much easier way. And I actually care about people. If something bad happens to someone, I care about it. Along with the fact that if I can't do anything about it, I will just accept the fact that this happened and I can't do anything. I would just accept it. I don't know. It's because I don't see a reason to just lose myself over something. I don't know. You can tell me if you think this is wrong, yeah? But I didn't hurt literally anyone by saying I am calm in this situation. At the beginning, yeah, I kind of friendly tried to calm them down, but then I was just I saw that they don't want me to calm them down. They actually are attacking me for even suggesting that I was just defending my own stance on being calm in this situation, and not even defending, but just explaining it and not understanding why they are attacking me. And instead of actually listening to what I have to say, they were just bullying me. I got bullied by my friends today, and that's so fucking fucked up. And I don't know if they're gonna fucking say sorry, because they were so agitated about me and about what I said that I'm saying said because they actually mixed my words so many times to match their narrative that they didn't even care about my emotions. They didn't even care about what they were saying. They didn't care about shit, right? They forgot that I was their friend for a moment. They forgot all that I did for them. They forgot our connection. They forgot that, because that doesn't matter. What matters is that you are not normal, and you are bad, and you are a monster, and how dare you be calm? How dare you not get stressed like we do? How dare you be different? Right? This is a fucking thing, hassle, that I had to work through my whole entire life. You are too different. How dare you be too different? You're too different. You don't do things like everybody else does. That means you're a bad person. That means something is wrong with you. That's what they would tell me my whole entire life, literally everybody. And listening to my closest friends speak to me that way was just hurtful. And when I told them these words really hurt me, Like, my whole entire life, people also thought there was something psychologically wrong with me, in the sense of like being a sociopath or like being a narcissist. Like, people always thought that. I don't know why. I really don't know why. People thought, because like I don't perceive the world the way that they do, they thought I was extremely different, like in an unhealthy way different, you know? No, this is not normal. This is dangerous, you know? And they would categorize me as dangerous, as a sociopath, as a narcissist, right? I didn't get a psychopath yet. That I didn't get. But sociopath, I got a lot, you know? And like, I'm just annoyed with the fact that I even like started crying, because I would just tell them like, yo, stop, like those words actually hurt me, like they actually do hurt me, like these are not just words for me. When you, my friends, people I let into my inner circle, my real life, not just like social life, my real life, and I put my trust in you, and I put my heart in your hands, and you fucking treat me with no respect, no dignity, and fucking villainize me, saying I don't understand the capacity of the situation. And that's why I feel the way I feel. Calm. I'm calm because I probably don't understand that people are dying. I'm calm because I probably don't understand what is happening, or I didn't see enough videos of what is happening, or I didn't hear enough bad news, and I need to hear about it more so I can understand and be in hysteria like they are, because they didn't think that when somebody has a fucking different approach to life, that it's natural and that's okay. No, what, are you stupid? Nah, if you're different than me, then something is wrong with you. Like, you are cancelled. And yeah, I just like got super like offended, and I started crying, because I would just keep telling them like, because these are like, you have to understand that I'm not a person who just has friends, you know? Those friends we know for like a long time, right? Even if there's certain circumstances like shit like that, like we know for a long time, right? And I just got like not upset about like this specific girl who was attacking me, because I know that in the heat of the moment she would say anything. What matters if she says sorry soon or not, I don't know, we'll have to see. But if I deserve the sorry, and if I don't deserve the sorry, I guess they don't deserve my friendship. But like, I am more upset about the fact that the other people in the group chat were not defending me. We're just like either going along with it or staying silent, and that was fucking out. Like, that's betrayal. You know how those memes of like, oh, you never seen hell until you see a fucking betrayed Aquarius? Well, that's what I am right now. And you're gonna see hell. I mean, I'm not actually meaning that, but like, I was thinking, you know, about like just being friendless. You know, it's not something new for me. I've been friendless my whole life, you know. Being friendless now isn't gonna change much, you know. Like, cleanse and clear, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody's not good for me in my life, then they shouldn't be in my life. If they're not helping me become my best version, and I am helping them become their best version, then it's a power imbalance, and it's not good, you know what I mean? Then I don't want it in my life, because it's not balanced, and it's not like beneficial for me. And I started crying, and when I started crying, because they were just like canceling my feelings and telling me, oh, you feel bad? Oh, our words hurt you? Oh, you got offended by our words? Well, you know how those people who are dying got offended? You know how offended they are? And they were just like talking to me like this, like so like disregarding me. Like, my opinion doesn't matter. Like, I'm less than them because I have a different opinion. And I never thought I would actually have to be in this situation, because these people, I really thought they liked me, and I really thought we were friends. Like, what is wrong with people like today? Like, why can't, I guess common sense is not so common, is what I'm saying, because every logical person will understand, right? That maybe it's just me who is too zen, I guess, right? I'm too much of a Taoist. It's not normal, right? I should be ashamed of myself or something like that. That I'm not crying in hysteria about the war, right? That I'm calm. I should be ashamed, I guess. But like, I think it's common sense, to not get stressed about things you cannot control, because then you just overexert yourself for nothing. Like, why would I, if I can not be stressed, I would rather not be stressed. Like, I don't understand the fucking people's logic. After that, like, one of the friends that were in the group chat, like, sent me a message, like, after, and told me, like, yo, like, I'm sorry about, like, the way they were talking to you in the chat. Like, I do agree with you. Like, I think hysteria is not the right choice, and I think there is no there isn't really a reason, like, not a reason. Of course there is a reason, I guess, but there's like no one is forcing you, right? And like to be anxious, and being anxious isn't always the best thing, right? It's much better to be like productive and like mind yourself with other things, so you won't be too fixated on the negative parts of your life. And he also understood that, and I was like, oh my god, somebody with common sense, thank you. But like, I don't think they're gonna say sorry, because I don't think they are sorry for what they said. And if they are not, then I'm too hurt, because after I sent them like a voicemail crying, like, I wanted to not be crying on that voicemail, but I just couldn't help it, like, it triggered like such a deep wound in me. They triggered such a deep wound, in a sense of like I said, I didn't have friends growing up because I was too different. I was too weird. My perception was different. So I would always get those sentences thrown at me, right? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you're not normal. Like, if you think this way, then something perhaps must be wrong with you, because this is not how normal people think. And you must be a bad person because you think this way, and you don't think the way that we do. And you must be a sociopath because if you think this way, you clearly cannot empathize with others, so you clearly are a sociopath, which means that you are dangerous. Like, I got that my whole fucking life because I was just different from people. And like, I know it's because I'm an Aquarius and we're supposed to not fit in. This is like our challenge, that like we crave stability, but we also like cannot fit into the stable structure that is built, because we're too free. Like, and this is like where all of our problems come from, societal problems, because we also crave being a part of society, because we're like air signs, we're very like social. Yeah, so that sucks. And I started crying and telling them like, wow, like that's really that, and the fact that you canceling my feelings and making me feel guilty, and like, and I even said like in that like message that I know I'm aware of the fact that I am crying right now, and I don't mean that to use that as a way to make you feel guilty. I just want you to know how I feel about this, and use your common sense how you're acting towards your friend. And they actually gave no shit. They gave no shit. Really, they gave no shit, because they're so fucking certain that they're villainized, that they're victimized by the fact that I'm a villain because I am not in hysteria like they are. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't have friends anymore, I guess. And I'm actually fine with that because I rather it being something small like this about me being calm or not being calm rather than it being something that actually matters in life for us. You know what I mean? Something that would actually hurt. Because this is words, right? They're just saying words. Offensive words. Cruel, evil words that they said to hurt me because most of the messages are passive aggressive. Like, they are to hurt. Like, they can't say, oh, we didn't mean to hurt you. No, you did. Like, all of these are, like, intellectually written in a sense that would make me feel bad. Like, psychologically, that's what went through your mind. And you can literally see that in the text messages you fucking wrote me. And, like, this is not outing anyone. This is outing my feelings rather than anything, right? Because I don't have friends, so I need a fucking platform, I guess. You know? And the friends I do have, they don't fucking get it, bro. Like, nobody fucking gets it. Like, nobody can actually understand. Like, I'm having, like... I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time. People not understanding my emotions and my perception. Like, but like every time it happens to me that like I trust someone, a group of people, or like just anyone really, I trust them, and the minute I trust them, like, how can I explain this? Well, I'm closed off because I've been hurt, like you can see, like clearly. Oh, sorry. I'm closed off, right? Because I don't want people to know how I'm feeling. I don't wear my heart on my sleeves. Like, I don't know. I don't want people to see what I'm going through. I don't want. It's none of your business. But if you are my friend and we claim that we care about each other and then you don't give a shit about how I feel, when I always care about what you feel and I always will compromise in some way because I know, like, they're unstable. Wow, that actually does sound toxic. Wow, damn. And then all of a sudden, I always will be there for them for the most part, as much as I can, because again, I'm a human as well, and I need time for myself as well, and like energy for myself as well. But like, I would do the best that I can, the most that I can, in being there, right? But when actually I need to be heard, my feelings to be heard, actually, it's always about my feelings that people are afraid to actually listen to me and don't give a shit. Because like, when I say literally anything else, oh yeah, word, but when I actually talk about how I feel, all of a sudden, like, nobody cares. Why? Because, oh, she's fine. She's fine. Yeah, she's fine. I need help, but she's fine. Look at her. She's fine. Why? Because I'm like stable. That doesn't mean I have like human emotions. Because I'm like okay, doesn't mean that I have feelings and my feelings matter. The fact that I can handle your fucking rejection and I can handle your fucking toxicity and stay calm and collected and focused and just like move past it and forgive you and whatever doesn't mean that my feelings are not to be heard, are not to be like thought about, are not to be like perceived, like. And people say they're friends until something about you they don't really understand. And because they don't understand that, they wanna believe that it's wrong, you know? And well, I guess I don't know what to say. Like I just wanted to share it because I just don't have anyone to talk to right now, and that's the truth. And it's a bit difficult because no one's real. No one's real. Like really real. Like really authentic. Like everybody is just like trying to get through life, I guess. Going through the motions, but like it's like I'm not a part of the equation. It's like I've never been a part of the equation. Like how am I? It's in a sense of like I don't mean to cry on camera, right? But I'm getting a little vulnerable here because it's just me looking at myself. So it's I can do that, you know. I can feel comfortable doing that and uploading that because I know nobody fucking watches this. And actually, some people do watch this, and I love you because because like if like this dumb stupid ass shit that I do kind of like helps you like pass the time, like in some way, I don't know, I give you some form of information, some form of entertainment, then I'm over the moon about it, you know what I mean? And well, I guess my biggest thing that I wanted to say is that I'm not gonna let this be my villain arc, you know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna be like a thing of like, oh, they hurt me so bad, I'm not never gonna open up again. Like, no. Like, actually the exact opposite. In a sense of like, I know that I do need to be more closed off right now, but it doesn't mean that I have to be forever closed off because this keeps happening to me, right? Like, I know that somewhere out there are a group of people who actually would care about me and that would love me for who I am and would respect me and my opinions like I respect them, and that would give me unconditional love exactly like I give everyone. And yes, people that would actually be there for me. Um yeah, even when I believe something that they don't believe, even if I think like they are wrong, and even if they think I am wrong, it will never like be a hurdle like this, right? Because opinions are just like opinions at the end of the day. And if we dissect that, actually, we can live without opinions because this world is eternal, if that makes any sense. Like, opinions are temporary, but this world is eternal. Energy is eternal. So it doesn't really matter what type of opinions do you have rather than what is your energy transmitting. Because if you are you let's say you can be like a very like activist, you know, type of person who on the surface wants to help everything and everyone, but once you speak with that person, you get a bad energy from them. You don't get good vibes from them. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what their opinions are, right? Like, they perhaps could believe that like our meat industry is like horrendous and they want to save the animals, or like they want to plant trees and shit like that, but they perhaps don't are not the best people just because they have opinions like those on those subjects. You know what I mean? And if somebody thinks war is a great solution, that also doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It's all about the energy that they're transmitting, in my opinion. And I just can't find people that transmit on my energy. Like, everyone is so pathetic. I'm sorry that I'm saying it like that, but I'm just like, when I think about all of the effort that I put in, like, emotionally connecting with those people and understanding them in the deepest ways so I can be a good friend, and I just got in return the most ununderstanding bullying. I got bullying back. And they said, after I sent them like crying voicemail, like, you see, I can't fucking control it. If I start crying, I start crying. It doesn't happen very often, especially not to people, but because they are my friends, I emphasize that. We should feel comfortable with each other. We should feel trust in each other. And none of that was there. Cause it was me who needs it. Like, that sucks. Stop. Copyright. But yeah, that sucks, and I know I'm going to find the circle that is for me, and I'm going to find the people who are for me, and even if I stay alone forever, I will be fine, actually, because being alone forever is way better than being hurt by the people closest to you. Because that hurts like a motherfucker. It hurts more than anything else. It really does. And, yeah, I guess this is where I'm ending this. I just wanted to, like, share my thoughts and opinions and feelings, because my feelings are, like, not being heard, and, like, I guess I'm too complicated for people to understand. Not in a bad way. I take that as an intellectual compliment, because if my brain is too complicated for you, that me being relaxed during a war because I know I can't control the outcome means to you that something is wrong with me, then, like, you are I guess like, how can I say it? You have blockages that, like, don't let you understand me, in the sense of, like, I mean, I can what's fucking annoying me is that I can understand them. Like, I can understand that when you are in a state of rage and somebody is calm, you're like, wow, why are you not, like, how can you be like this? You know, I can understand that, because I have felt that too. That's a human emotion. I have been in scenarios like these as well, so I can understand. But, like, the way they were just coming after me because I was calm, because, like, I wasn't feeling the same way as they did, just made me believe that these are not my friends. And how much that with this, as much as it hurts for me to say this, and I have got connected to them and kind of attached, you know, in some way, because we got used to each other being friends, sometimes things don't work, and you don't have to force them to work, and that's all there is to it. And yeah, you gotta move on, and you gotta find new people, and you gotta cleanse and clear, like I said. Well, if they do say sorry, I do appreciate it, and that probably does mean that we are real friends, because we had this discussion in the morning, right? Like I said, so if now, as you can see, it's dark out, it's 8 p.m. If they decide that they want to, like, say sorry or something, then I guess that I ate them from the inside, and they were like, well, she felt we made her feel bad, we have to say sorry. So I would really respect that, and I would really, like, appreciate that, because that is friendship, you know? I'm not saying that friendship doesn't have arguments, and doesn't have misagreements, and it doesn't have fights. Of course it does. We are humans. These are human emotions. The whole point is, are you loyal even with those feelings, or are you not loyal the moment you cross that bridge of like, oh, we're fighting, so I'm gonna go all in. Even though we're supposed to be friends, I don't give a shit because I'm gonna go all in because it's a fight, you know? And if you're reacting this way, I don't want to be your friend. Like, I don't want that in my life. Like, once I say something you don't like, you're just gonna fucking villainize me. Like, nobody wants that. Nobody. Like, they don't want that, but they wouldn't admit that they're doing it themselves because they're saints, you know? Even I could admit that I perhaps hurt them in me saying like, don't relax, me trying to like tell them to relax and not get hysteric. Like, I could see how it would hurt them because they're going through hysteria. Somebody tells them not to be hysteric. Like, how can I not be hysteric? Like, I understand because, as I have stated, I have felt in ways like that in my life because it's a human emotion. What I don't understand is like why I'm the one who always understands both sides, but I'm the one who nobody understands their side. Why is it always fucking like this? Why? Should I just stay away from people in general? Like, people are just evil. People are just evil. Like, they want to see you cry. Like, they want to see you fucking beat down. They want to tear you down. People like that don't really care about you. People like that care about how you make them feel. And that sucks. Because for a while, you guys can think that both of you really like each other and want the best for each other until something like that comes out and comes in and, you know, it's the tables will turn, you know, like, yeah. And, like, if they don't say sorry, if they don't acknowledge that they were acting, like, very evil, vicious, even, as friends, to me, if they don't understand that, then there is no reason for us to be friends. And I wouldn't even want us to keep being friends if that's the case. So, yeah. Bye.